How to draw a koala step by step. Today we're going to use a protractor, a compass, a Sharpie, an eraser, a red pen, and a ruler. So here we go. I start off by getting my compass and measuring a size of 3 centimeters. You don't have to use a protractor, but I find that for me it's a nice way to start. Now, first we start off by drawing a circle at the top of the page where the head's going to be. Now you can draw it lighter than this, but I'm doing it for the camera, so I'll do it a bit darker. Next, I'm going to use my pencil. And I draw straight down a very light line. Then I get my compass, put it here, where are we going to go? Put it here, put it at the 0, and mark 10 degrees. Now I'm going to draw a very light line. So we get the same protractor, the same distance. We get it ready, and we measure 1 centimeter into that circle. So next we put the protractor starting at where that circle is, starting at where that dot is. We draw another line. Now we're ready to draw a koala. I'm going to draw it straight away with a Sharpie pen. First, I do a line that follows the top circle. Looks good. That's going to be the head. Now the nose is going to go above the center a little bit and down about 4 times as long. Koalas have quite big noses. I'm going to draw an oblong shape with rounded corners. So here we go. Draw my oblong shape. I've made it slightly bigger at the top. Today I've got a very happy koala. So he's going to be closing his eyes in joy. So I put a small line here, a small line here. He's got a very big mouth, a happy mouth. I'm going to draw the bottom of the mouth here. So I'll draw a nice big curve to make him look happy. And then 2 curves to the nose. 1, 2. Next we're going to draw his guitar. I've chosen to do a fender shape. The guitar is going to be inside the circle and centered around the circle. Here's my center here. First I draw a nice straight line up here, and following that, to make equal size, the straight line up here. That's going to be the neck of the guitar. Just off the center, I'm going to put the pickup, and past that, I'm going to put where the strings go in. And that's going to go all the way up to the top. Now if I follow the nose, follow the eyes, I want the top to be started about here. So I'm going to do a shape like that. I've gone for a classic Fender shape. And the guitar shape's going to go about 1/3 to here. So about 1/3 of the way in, I start here and I do a nice line up to the circle, down, like that. And for the bottom, I'm going to have a nice shape here. To get the rest of the guitar. Now I'm going to go back to my Sharpie. First of all, I'm going to put a hand here that he's holding the guitar with. Next thing, I'm going to draw the left arm. The left arm almost follows the circle, but it's more of a straight line, and it goes down to the bottom of the circle. So here we go. Almost follow the line, come back to the line. When I hit the circle, bring it back up. Bring it all the way up to the top of that guitar. Now let's follow the shape of this guitar. Okay, we're going to draw the neck. Here we go. Straight line. Straight line. Another straight line. I'll draw the top of the guitar. You can find a nice guitar on the internet if you want to do your own shape. I'm doing where the strings go in, and then a pickup. Now I want to draw some strings all the way up. Oh, as light as I can. You might not get 6 strings, but have a go. I just want the impression. Okay. Now there's 6 little knobs up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And put a little bit extra on the top. Now let's get a nice guitar shape. I'm going to use the pencil as a guide. I want it about the same distance from here to here. So I'm going to make that a bit longer like that. And then around here. And then I'm going to draw where the white section is. So here we go. That was good. Now the left foot's going to be directly below his nose. He's got an asymmetrical stance today, so I'll draw the first leg, a nice big leg there, and bring it up. The second leg is going to be extended out of the circle. So it goes all the way down here, about the same volume as the first leg, up here. I'm going to follow that up all the way to the hand. Put the shoulder in here. I want it to come down to this point here. Some little lines up here, which is the strings. Now the ears go from the center of the nose past the eye to a point about here. Center of the nose past the eye to a point about the same distance here. Koalas have square ears. So bring it out, curve it around, and curve it around. I want to do another ear about the same size. So bring it out, curve it around, curve it around. There you go, we've got 2 ears. Now we're about finished the outline. Let's color this nose in. Careful not to go over the edges if you don't want to change the shape of the nose. Slight curve here. Okay. Now we come to the coloring in stage. So we rub out the pencil lines that we use to do the construction. Okay. I'm going to use a 2B pencil to shade in. First I want to select the white parts. I'm going to do a little bit of white under his chin. I want to have white tips of the ears. White tips of the ears. White paws. White bottom of the feet. White bottom of the feet. I'm just drawing very lightly. So there we go. So now I'm going to use the side of the pencil to color in. Start very softly first. I can always shade in again. Run along the edge and just keep it a nice even pressure. Around here. I'm doing the edges first so I can run along the line and I'll fill in the gaps. Along the edges first, fill in the face and to the other edge. Just want to get a nice even grey to start with. Here we go, we're going to the inside of the ear here. Inside of the ear here. All the way up to that line. And don't forget we've got this line here, so I'm going to do very softly follow that line. Continue just to keep it even and keep within the edges. Just want to cover everything with a nice grey. That's looking good. So now I want to use the tip of my pencil and I want to shade in another direction. Shade in a way that I get rid of those lines that I drew to start with. Each time I do a layer of shading, it's nice to keep in the same direction. A different direction to what you had before. Do across the head. I'm going to do the side of the pencil again to keep it nice and smooth with the face. In a different direction to my last shading. Careful not to go outside the lines. Try and keep the shading even. It's better to do a couple of layers of the shading and not have any areas stand out. Okay. Now for the guitar, I'm going to make my guitar red. So here we go. Be a nice pop. And I'll shade in again at a different angle. Here we go. I'm using a brand called Prismacolor. I really like the pencils by Prismacolor. They give great colors. Yeah, I go over the nose again, where I've got some shading over it. Make sure I don't go outside the line, but I'll just get rid of that pencil. And there we have it. How to draw a koala playing a guitar.